Hey guys, welcome back to Spooky Bricks. So I have something a little different for you in this video. I'll be discussing my mock of Elvira's custom 1958 Ford Thunderbird, also known as the Macabre Mobile. So, for anyone who might not be aware, Elvira was a horror host based out of LA in the early 1980s, and she had her own show called Movie Macabre.
Hello, darling. Yes, sirree, it's Lilo me.
And then when her show became syndicated all over the country, she soon became a cultural icon. She did all kinds of commercials and appearances all over television.
This Halloween, go psycho with Elvira and win a party with mug root beer and me.
And then in 1988, she even came out with her own movie,
Elvira, Mistress of the Dark,
which featured her custom Thunderbird. I remember this movie being on TV a lot when I was a kid, and as a budding young man, the movie piqued my interest for, various reasons. Now, I don't normally build cars. I tend to stick to things like buildings and landscapes and stuff along those lines. So I wasn't too familiar with many LEGO car building techniques, but I've been sitting on the Speed Champions 007 Aston Martin for a while now. I'm a big James Bond fan, and I've been meaning to build it, but just never got around to it. But because the Aston Martin and the Thunderbird are both sort of older classic cars with a lot of curves, I figured I could apply a lot of the same techniques from one to the other. So for example, I based the build of the bumpers on the bumpers of the Aston Martin. The wheels in the back are only set apart by 4 studs, as opposed to 6 studs in the front, and I did that in order to get them tucked behind the back fenders, just like on the real car. I used white wheels to get that look of those classic white-walled tires. The doors and the side panels are made out of 2 different styles of curved slope bricks connected with plate brackets. And I added in 1 dark bluish gray plate bracket to act as the door handle. And then I attached them to the car with a snot brick. Originally, I considered trying to make the grille with some sort of brick-built techniques, but ultimately I figured that it was just too detailed and opted instead for a custom sticker that I designed in Adobe Illustrator. The Elvira license plate in back is also a custom sticker. The front bumper isn't just straight across, it curves up a little bit in the center, so I added 2 of the 1x1 with teeth, and that helps mimic that curved look that I was going for. Now, you might be wondering why there are Batman logos on the car. Well, the real car has this little bat emblem on the hood, and originally I tried to recreate that with a silver batarang piece, but I ended up deciding that it was just a little too big and clunky, and also I had redesigned the front of the car to be more smooth, and that piece just wasn't going to work out. Next, I tried making a custom sticker, and although I think it turned out pretty good, it just didn't blend into the hood as much as I would have liked. The blacks weren't quite matching up, and the sticker material was a little too thick. But eventually I came across a Batman sticker sheet that had a metallic silver bat logo on it on black, and it was roughly the size that I needed. Unfortunately, I just can't match the metallic and black color and the material quality of the official LEGO stickers. So even though the bat emblem doesn't quite match the original, given the quality of the sticker print, I still think it's the best solution. So let's talk about some of the other chrome details of the car. Above the headlights there are these chrome skeleton hands with little eyeballs, so I recreated those with the silver claw pieces. On the hood scoop there's sort of a winged demon version of Elvira, so for that I used a silver frog piece. Not that I'm saying she looks like a frog, but it had that similar sort of shape. The antenna is a fencing sword, and I attached silver round 1x1 tiles to clips to act as the side mirrors. I used spears with metallic silver tips to recreate some of the sleek chrome detailing on the side of the car, and then I put a black bar piece behind those to continue the shape throughout the back. For the sun visors, I used 1x2 tiles attached with clips to the top of the windshield. The upholstery on the interior of the car is a leopard print or cheetah print. I'm really not sure which one is which, honestly. But I did a search on Bricklink for any pieces with a leopard or cheetah print to see what exactly was available. And most of the results were very specific use pieces that wouldn't be very helpful. It was a lot of torsos and legs, which don't have much use outside of just being, torsos and legs. But luckily I did come across some 1x1 tiles with a leopard print. And since they're only 1x1, they're very flexible as to how and where you can use them. So they were perfect to give the interior that iconic animal print. The tail fins are made up of the plates with rails on their sides, and to finish it off I added the little 1x2 winged pieces, which give it that perfect shape. And of course you can't have Elvira's car without Elvira herself, along with her little punked out poodle Gonk, who was also featured in the film.
Let's see, what do I call you? I know, Gong. How do you like that?
Gonk is completely brick built, and I'm very happy with the level of detail I was able to get in such a small animal build. Making little animals totally out of bricks can definitely be tricky. The Elvira figure is a custom non-official minifigure I bought from dellsbricks.com, and overall the figure looks pretty good, although the skin printing on the legs and torso is a bit too translucent and could afford to be a little thicker. It doesn't quite match the color of the head and hands as much as it probably should. The Elvira figure comes with a sloped dress piece for her legs, which of course makes sense, but you can't set her in the car like that, so I had to give her some normal legs. So then Elvira and Gonk fit in the car perfectly. So that'll be just about it for my mock of Elvira's Macabre Mobile. Are you an Elvira fan? Have you seen the movie? Let me know in the comments below, and stay tuned for more spooky builds.